The Jeff Chandler mystery is finally solved and isn't good. For decades, Jeff Chandler has been remembered as the silver-haired, deep-voiced actor who brought Coochie's to life in Broken Arrow and starred in dozens of westerns and war films throughout the 1950s. His death at age 42 in 1961 has long been described as a tragic but simple medical complication, a routine back surgery gone wrong. But this sanitized narrative conceals a far more disturbing reality that Universal Pictures and Hollywood power brokers worked diligently to keep hidden from the public. Today, we're revealing the troubling truth behind Jeff Chandler's premature death, a complex web of medical negligence, studio exploitation, personal secrets, and institutional cover-ups that transforms our understanding of this Hollywood star's final chapter. What you're about to learn isn't just a minor correction to the historical record, it's a complete reframing of a death that should never have happened, and the dark forces that closed ranks to hide the truth. The real story of Jeff Chandler's final days reveals not just a medical tragedy, but a damning indictment of a Hollywood system that used its stars until they broke, then quietly disposed of the evidence. The official story of Jeff Chandler's death, a simple complication from routine back surgery, has never fully explained how a physically robust 42-year-old star could die from what should have been a standard medical procedure. This sanitized version of events falls apart under closer scrutiny, revealing a disturbing pattern of negligence, cover-ups, and studio politics that contributed to his premature death. To truly understand what happened to Jeff Chandler, we need to examine 5 critical aspects of his final days that completely transform our understanding of this tragedy, elements that have been deliberately obscured for decades, but that together solved the mystery of how one of Hollywood's most reliable leading men could be gone so suddenly, and why the full truth was never told. You didn't know what you were doing. I didn't know what to do. Did you ask anyone what you should do? No, I was afraid to. 1. His death was called a routine surgery, but it was anything but. In early 1961, Jeff Chandler was at a career crossroads. At 42, the silver-haired star had built a solid reputation as one of Hollywood's most dependable leading men, particularly in westerns and war films, where his imposing 6'4" frame and deep, resonant voice made him a natural fit for authority figures and military leaders. Though never quite reaching the superstar status of contemporaries like Gregory Peck or Burt Lancaster, Chandler had established himself as a reliable box office draw for Universal Pictures, appearing in a steady stream of profitable, if not always prestigious, productions. What fans didn't know was that years of physically demanding roles had taken a significant toll on Chandler's body, particularly his back. The actor had been suffering from chronic pain due to a herniated disc, likely the cumulative result of stunts, action sequences, and the grueling production schedules that studio contracts demanded in that era. By spring 1961, the condition had deteriorated to the point where surgery became necessary. When Chandler checked into Culver City Hospital for the operation in May 1961, both his management and the studio publicly described it as a routine procedure, a minor inconvenience that would require a short recovery before the actor could return to his busy filming schedule. This characterization was consistent with Hollywood's longtime practice of downplaying any health issues affecting valuable stars, protecting both their viral public image and the financial investments their films represented. The surgery to repair Chandler's herniated disc took place on May 13, 1961. What happened next would eventually contradict every aspect of the routine procedure narrative. Within hours of the operation, Chandler began experiencing severe internal bleeding, a hemorrhage so significant that it sent him into shock. Emergency measures were taken, but the bleeding proved difficult to control, initiating a medical crisis that would continue for days. They said it was routine, but it left him bleeding to death in silence, observed one nurse who was present during this period, but later spoke only on condition of anonymity. This assessment captures the stark contrast between the public characterization of Chandler's surgery and the life-threatening reality that unfolded behind hospital doors. As Chandler's condition deteriorated, doctors performed multiple follow-up surgeries in desperate attempts to locate and stop the hemorrhaging. These additional operations, far from the single routine procedure described to the public, placed enormous stress on Chandler's system, leading to further complications including blood clots and infections. The true cause of the bleeding was not publicly disclosed at the time,